Hall and Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, all on deck tonight. Here's the magic of our screen. But let's start with the latest news from around the league. We bring in our NFL insider, Ian Rappaport. Hello, Ian. And of course, we've all been waiting for the news on Drew Brees and his injury. Where does he stand ahead of Sunday's game against the Chiefs?
Well, some big-time news for the New Orleans Saints and starting quarterback Drew Brees today. Officially, he was designated as returning to practice. The New Orleans Saints opened his 21-day window, so during practice today, Brees participated. This is the first time he has done so since he had a puncture in his lung, since he broke many ribs. A significant step for Drew Brees. Now, Sean Payton talked to reporters after practice and insisted they will not rush him back. They don't need to make a decision right now, so he did not say who their starting quarterback is going to be, but Brees must function properly and feel confident that he can throw and have full range of motion. However, I am told things went well today. Didn't sound like he was in a lot of pain. Sounded like he threw the ball pretty well. I'm not ready to say all systems go just yet, but certainly for the Saints, who really do want Brees back, and Brees, who wants badly to be back himself, things are going in the right direction.
Oh, Ian, that is big news heading into our Total Access Game of the Week.
Every single play except the challenge.
Play action fake. Mahomes goes right sideline. Tyreek Hill over the shoulder. Touchdown.
Kamara towards the front pylon and touchdown.
That ball was made in a lab.
Are you not entertained? You want to talk about a signature play? Good Lord.
Touchdown. Kansas City.
With a stiff arm, throws a man down.
Oh! Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown.
The man who's been all over this matchup in Kansas City, here's Jeff Chadilla.
If there's one area to keep an eye on in this week's game between the Chiefs and the Saints, it's how the Chiefs play defense if they have a big lead in the second half. All-Pro safety Tyrann Mathieu talked about this past week when saying the Chiefs have to be better at closing out opponents. You saw it last week when they had a 20-point lead against the Miami Dolphins and wound up winning by 6. You saw it a few weeks back when they played the Buccaneers. They were up 17 points in the first half. They wound up winning by 3. Now, Matthew said this is a big issue because last year the Chiefs were able to win a championship down the stretch because they got good defensive play. They were able to take control of the games and really close out the opponents. They haven't been so good at that this year, and they've actually struggled with pass rush and some secondary issues. So seeing that defense come together in the second half of this season, the last 3 games, will be a big emphasis for this team as they chase that second championship.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Willie McGinest and James Jones here with me. Let me tell you guys something about our Game of the Weeks. They have yet to disappoint us, haven't they? This week,
not at all.
No different. Willie, we just heard Jeff talk about it. We can't deny the strength of the Chiefs' offense, right? But it's that defense, specifically in the second half, has you raising a little eyebrow there, huh?
Yeah, not good. And usually when you're going into the playoffs, you want to be trending in the right direction and playing at your strengths. Spagnuolo, when he takes his defense in at halftime, you want to make adjustments and get better. Why is his defense getting worse in the second half? When you look at the big plays, they have 90 big plays in the second half. They're giving up big plays in the second half. Teams are converting on third downs at will, okay, on third down. So they're not stopping anybody or getting off the football field. You look at the points that they're giving up in the third quarter, they're up. And then they're tied in the top 5 for giving up points in the fourth quarter. So they're not getting better towards the end of the game, which is actually putting more pressure on the offense. The defense has to be able to have balance. When this offense is this explosive, getting as many points and doing what they're doing, a defense, you're one-dimensional. You should be able to get after the passer and do different things. Those pass yards are up, everything's up. It's not a good look for this defense. They got to figure it out. They got about 3 weeks to figure it out.
They better listen to this man right here. But, JJ, let's talk about the other sides here, because the Saints went on a 9-game winning streak, even without Drew Brees, but then took a big L last week, dropping them from that 1 seed. How do they avoid another loss this time against the defending champs?
Well, you know what, MJ? I hope the Saints is listening to Uncle Willie, because Uncle Willie just said that the defense over there is struggling. So my game plan, take the ball out of Taysom Hill's hands. If Drew Brees doesn't play and Taysom Hill starts, take the ball out of his hands and put it in number 41's hands, and that is Alvin Kamara. This is an Alvin Kamara game in the run game and also in the pass game. If I'm Sean Payton, how many touches can I get 41 going into this ball game? I want Alvin Kamara's name to be all over this ball game. I'm going to run it to keep Patrick Mahomes over there, and I'm going to get him matched up on these linebackers in the pass game and force them to be able to tackle him in the pass game. And it's not too many linebackers that can cover and tackle Alvin Kamara in the pass game. This is an Alvin Kamara game. The Chiefs defense is struggling. Get him the rock.
JJ, I agree, but the problem is if Pat Mahomes and this offense gets out to a fast start, now you automatically eliminate the running game. You're going to have to pass. Taysom Hill throwing the ball 30, 35 times or more to try to keep up with Pat Mahomes. We haven't seen that yet. And the other problem is he's a running quarterback, okay? Those read options and all those running boots and everything, he's taken away those running opportunities for Alvin Kamara. When Drew Brees was in the game, it was, oh, I'm not running anything. I'm not keeping nothing. Here you go, Alvin. You take the football. Now you got a runner at quarterback. So now a lot of those opportunities for Alvin Kamara is going to Taysom Hill himself.
You're absolutely right, Willie. And listen, Taysom Hill struggles throwing the ball down the field. But if me and you went up and suited up right now to play quarterback, we could throw it 5 yards. So throw that thing 5 yards to Alvin Kamara. Little out routes, in routes, swing passes in the backfield. Get him the ball in the pass game as well.
You know, I mean, I get that he wants to run, that he can run, but we've said Alvin Kamara's name on this show this week more than they have in games the last few weeks that we've seen since Taysom Hill has been at the quarterback. Come on, I know you can run, but you don't have to, like JJ just said. All right, guys, thanks.
Jalen Hurts, the rookie. Congrats, kid. Your first NFL start against the best team in the league.
There's Hurts. He's back. He's flooding the football. It is caught. Touchdown! Touchdown! He gets it over to Alshon Jeffrey.
So after that incredible debut, Jalen Hurts kept the Eagles' hopes alive with that win, but he will need to keep the victories coming and hope for some help elsewhere in order to reach the playoffs.